Hi everybody and welcome back to another 30 Days of Technology. My name is Mike Friedman, aka your friendly neighborhood technology elf, and today we're going to talk about door locks that are smarter than me. Are probably one of the least interesting and least exciting parts of the smart home, but they're one of the most important, and I'm going to explain to you why we might want to look at one of them, what the benefits might be, and how they differ from other types of locks. So let's go through the first part of it. Why do we want to lock in the house in the first place? Well, obviously to keep people out of the house when we're not in the house, but also to keep people out of the house when we're in the house. And the bottom line is, if someone's going to break in your house, they're going to break in anyways, but locks keep honest people honest. So it's important to have good quality locks in your house. Now, when I was a kid, a lot of our friends had those little push button locks, the keypads. That is not a smart lock. It was electronic in some cases, but it wasn't a smart lock because you didn't have the ability to talk to it. It didn't have the ability to talk to you, and you couldn't do things like open up your phone and see if your doors were locked or not. It did, however, alleviate the issue of people like me forgetting our keys at home when we get home from school, but it wasn't smart technology. It was part of the evolution of smart technology, but it definitely wasn't the technology that we have today. Today's smart locks are super, super cool. They can still work with a traditional key. You can get them with a keypad, but where they start to really differ is how they talk to you. First of all, you don't even have to talk to your lock to tell it to open. You can do things like activate it with your phone's Bluetooth. So when you get a certain distance to the lock, it unlocks for you automatically. This gets really, really useful if you've got a bunch of groceries in your hand, or if you've got little kids, or you're bringing your dog back from a walk and they're pulling on their leash. Any number of areas where it's nice to be able to get in your house in a hands-free manner. Now, you've probably already experienced a similar type of technology because the key fob for your car, depending on what model you have, will do that as well. So in the case of our family's van, if I get to a certain distance of the car with this, it automatically unlocks. Now, what if we could do the same thing with your phone in the front door of your house? How much cooler would coming home be, and how much easier would it be? Now that we have a little bit more information about what a smart lock is and what it does, let's talk about some of the benefits of owning a smart lock. Well, of course, we talked about the security aspect of it, and knowing your house is locked or not locked is really, really crucial. Now, our family has this awesome game we play where we go on long trips, and about 10 to 15 minutes after we left the house, we are left with this question. Did you lock the door? I don't remember. Did you lock the door? And we end up driving home. We end up wasting a lot of time, a lot of fuel, and a lot of times the stupid door was locked when we got there anyways. Much of this could have been solved with a smart lock. I could have simply looked on my phone and said, yes, the door is locked. No worries. Or no, the door is not locked. Let's turn around and go fix that. So a huge, huge time saver right there. The other thing that I really, really like for smart locks is the ability to put them as part of a greater scene. Now, in past episodes, we've talked about scenes. Let me explain to you the good night scene that I have in mind for my next project. When our client presses good night in their bedroom, it does a number of things. It turns off all the exterior lights in the house, regardless of when they're programmed to go off. It shuts down all the automated blinds on the lower floor. It turns down the thermostat to 17 degrees, which is their comfortable sleeping temperature. It turns off all the electronics. It turns off all the lights in the house. And for those of you who have kids, you know that kids know how to turn a light on. They definitely don't know how to turn it off. So this gets really, really useful. And to me, the biggest one that I like is it also locks the front doors, because a lot of times my job as a dad is to walk around and do all those things manually. So I've just saved the occupants of this home a huge amount of grief and heartache. What I also didn't tell you is one of the occupants of this home has mobility issues. So the ability of this person to simply walk around the house and do all this stuff is very constrained. So being able to add a button and do things like control the front door, activate security, all that stuff is really, really important for their comfort and for their well-being. The other area I think these become really, really valuable is if you get a lot of packages delivered. We all talk about porch pirates. We all talk about, all the stuff we get, and it's an online world. Nothing wrong with that. What is wrong with that is you've been waiting for your package for 14 weeks and then some, I'm not going to say it, but wonderful person steals it off your balcony. Imagine this scenario instead. Instead of the delivery driver simply throwing it on your balcony and running away, there's a sign in your window that says, "Please ring bell for delivery." You then can see them on your smart doorbell and go, "Hello, driver. I'm going to unlock the door. Would you mind putting the package inside, please? Please close the door when you're done and ring the doorbell again." Driver puts it inside, closes the door. You can see on the front that they've closed the door and that they have left the premises, and now you can lock the door again. What's great about this is whether you're home and you're just downstairs and you don't want to come upstairs, or you're far away and 2,000 miles away in an airport somewhere trying to get home, this technology is still working and nobody knows otherwise. So there you go, a couple simple arguments for the benefit of smart locks, how they will make a difference in your life and how they make your life easier. I want to thank you for joining us for 30 Days of Technology. It's always a pleasure to talk to you about cool technology trends. And we're going to be back tomorrow with another day. But if you've enjoyed this or any of our other videos, please consider liking or subscribing to our YouTube channel, commenting on our videos, and of course telling your family and friends. Either way, I look forward to seeing you back here tomorrow for another 30 Days of Technology.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle along.